This case is about Shay Shay Media. It's about Pink Deer, the production company that was not fact checking it, or if they did not care enough.
If she say that you look on the bank behind Usher concert, you might want to get them papers drawn up. Don't start getting your game plan together, because Usher is out here taking everybody. Here we go. And straight like that, we back, man. What's going on, everybody? Y'all good out there in TV land, TV world? You did what I'm saying? Hope everybody doing swell, man. Everybody doing well. You did what I'm saying. As for me, myself, and I cannot complain. You did what I'm talking about. Pick up what I'm putting down. We back in the building again, man. If you like what I'm doing, like, subscribe to the content, man. Get me in the algorithm. I'll be recording. As I always like to say, you dig me in what I'm saying? All right, so now I'm back on my scrolling through Instagram. You know, Instagram has some enlightening material, if you will. You dig what I'm saying? I've never ceased to be amazed as I scroll through that particular app and others out here in the world. It's just a lot of wild happenings in the world. And instead of trying to make a show for every particular one of them, you dig what I'm saying? Maybe I'll bust this down. You dig what I'm saying? Bust down the rollie on this thing, right? And make it into a couple, but nonetheless, we're gonna scroll through a couple topics, man. You dig what I'm saying? Moving right along, where are we at? This is a cool story. Shannon Sharpe, you know, he just left off his little deal with the OnlyFans girl. He retired her from OnlyFans. Go with it. She paid in the shade. You know what I'm saying? Drinking lemonade. God damn it. Oh, Shannon. So then, boom, this new chick say, I'm going to sue these folk. Now, from what I'm understanding, this lady was at an Usher Raymond concert. Yeah. Usher out here taking everybody. It's the smooth crumb. It's stealing bitches. Collecting. Yeah, that's what Usher was out here do. You go to this concert, and with your girl go to the concert, you know what I'm saying? You might as well. If she say, you look on the bank behind Usher concert, you might want to get them papers drawn up. Don't start getting your game plan together, because Usher is out here taking everybody. Rumpa dum dums. So she's apparently at this thing. Usher ran up on him with the smooth gang deal. Got to shaking. You know how Usher do. Put her in the mix. Well, apparently, she says this is the rumor. I don't know that we've gotten to the bottom of it. And I don't even know how it could hurt her reputation. You dig what I'm saying? If it were true, it would. But you know, there began to be a rumor or a story circulating that she was a married woman and that she had been served with said divorce papers that I was speaking about, based off of her performance here on that clip. Usher Raymond. Well, the lady comes out to say that she is indeed not married, and that the allegations apparently hurt her professionally. I guess she would mean that she got fired from her job and people looked at her as a cheater because she did this extra shit at the Usher concert. Who knows the validity of those claims from this lady? Well, she went on to try and jump on the parade of suing Shannon Sharpe and getting her some bread. So she sued him and Chad Ochoa. Bless your heart, Chad. Chad be oblivious. Chad can't say anything maliciously. If you watch the show, Chad refuses to say anything correct about anybody. He's the most politically correct guy I've seen in a minute. You dig what I'm saying? Chad just got the silver lining and everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I love it. I like it. I was watching him the other day. He was talking about the Cam and Gilly thing. And I love it. I like it. I like it because it's staying on the podcast. It's like, bro, that's as easy as just being out in the public for either one of them and not necessarily around each other. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody got fans, everybody got reasons they from, pro teams they was into and all of that. You dig what I'm saying? So it could easily get out of hand, especially when you got people like Charleston White talking about Gilly Dead's son and you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, and then Cam talking about like, how big he is and what he can do to folks and Gilly, apparently got some street ties or come from the street. So, you know what I'm saying? It could get out of hand, bro. But it's just like, again, my nigga, Chad be just so happy to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you gonna sue Ocho? You know what I'm saying? Ocho just be happy to be here, man. Yeah, shout out to trying to get 20 million out them folks. You know what I'm saying? And this is her little this was kind of some footage from early on in the game when she first made her rounds talking about this.
Yeah. You gave them an opportunity to even be able to retract it, just to apologize. You sent out emails, letters, you've spoken with people, the producers over there, everything, and still they chose not to take it down.
Absolutely. So when it all began, this is back in April, many people are just hearing about it now, and that shows I'm not into trying to get a media hit about this. It got picked up. I'm not even sure how. I'm not really talking about the nuts and bolts of the case, but this case is about Shay Media. It's about Pink Deer, the production company that was not fact checking it, or if they did not care enough. I sent emails, I sent letters. Clearly they opened it, they responded because they made it private. They did not take it down, and it didn't take it down immediately. And even as of July 31st, things were still on ways to find it on their podcast, on Apple and their other mediums in which they do it. And this is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Yeah. And right now, as it stands, there's no oversight, there's no regulation, and there's nobody calling anyone on the carpet when they're earning tens of millions of dollars for clicks, likes, and follows and through advertisers. They don't have the overhead that you guys have here. They can have two men, a microphone, and a producer that's supposed to fact check, and they're not doing right by that. And as a private citizen, my rights were encroached upon. This is wrong. And something needs to happen about this. And I said, you know what? I'm going to see you in court since they did not want to do the right thing.
I'll hit the little read up. As we previously reported, Jimalita went viral at an Usher concert, claimed the two falsely reported on her marital status after the clip made headlines. Court filings state the case was dismissed without an award or fees or cost to any party, meaning no one was ordered to pay. Lauren reports that sources advised that a resolution was reached outside of court. But if you look at the court filing, see if we see anything suspicious. Stipulation of dismissal with prejudice. Pursuant to a whole bunch of numbers and letters, plaintiff and defendant hereby stipulate that this action is dismissed with prejudice against all defendants without an award of fees or cost to any party. Done data. And you know what I'm saying? I kind of like that, bro, to be honest, man. Because she obviously was just going after somebody that was big on the scene, somebody that was vulnerable per se. Because the number of people that reported and said that. And had she been more thorough with her filing and included all of those people and made it more serious, because now you've got to all of these people have got to show up and show out and get it dismissed. You dig what I'm saying? But it was obviously a money grab just to go at Shay. And with prejudice, mean get your ass out of here. Done dollar. We won't hear it again. So I'm kind of glad that happened because there's been a lot of money grabs going on, man. People don't want to speak on it. But I think, with the things that Shannon went through, and there's been various other people, you know what I'm saying? When they first started hitting the epidemic of it, and I'll just be, I'll be honest, bro. I'll be the first to tell you that I don't. I won't say I don't, because that will put a blanket on all the people that we know have been accused and convicted of crimes against women. But I'll just say there's a nice amount of ones that I hear about, and it's like, it stinks to high heaven.
I smell something, man. You smell something? I definitely smell something in my hair. I smell.
The minute you hear about it, you dig what I'm saying? It just doesn't fit. It doesn't sound right. And so, I'm happy that even though that wasn't this, but it's been a lot of women these days, bro, that try to jump out there and obviously spinning yarn. You dig what I'm saying, to get a check. And for the most part, at first, it was just, all of them were believed, and it was just a process. But here these days, it's been like a more thorough examination of what's going on, and in the name of justice. You dig what I'm saying? So I didn't think she had a case. Again, you would have to sue a lot of people. I don't know that she specified, or I'm sure her write-up, her filing had something about how it was detrimental to her life. And from what I understand, I think she's kind of like a famous TikToker or something like that. But yeah, she tried it and it did not happen, man. But we got to be careful out here, man. I'm a content creator, and I try to, like I say all the time, I straddle the fence. You dig what I'm saying? No, let me not say that. That's a bad term. Not a bad way to put it. But I try not to put dubs on things. You dig what I'm saying? And by way of just my process, and maybe it'll get more efficient here in the comment. I got a little gap in life. You all should know that I had a very successful past semester in my medical achievements that I'm working towards.
Mm-hmm. I'm proud of you. You know that. I hope you do.
And so we've got one more semester, man. December, I will have this thing done. You dig what I'm saying? But again, the schedule is starting to loosen up a little bit, so maybe I'll get more efficient. But as it currently stands, the way I get to make shows, it'll be a couple days after the original event. You dig what I'm saying? Unless I'm just happen to be in the mode. So by the time I put the show out, it's been a couple of developments on whatever the story is, and so it affords me to be able to make a more well-rounded show instead of jumping out early and just going off the first video I see and mess around and get myself into something and say the wrong thing. But I'm one of the smaller people, like I say, that she didn't include in her lawsuit. So right now I may not have to worry about it, but I think it's a decent practice to abide by going forward, because I do plan for this page to get bigger. And then I may be in line for somebody want to get some bread out of me for something that other people that they not holding them accountable for. But she tried it, and that's it for that. So I hope Shannon Sharpe can get on back on track, man. He ain't got these things out the way. He know what to deal with and what not to deal with these days, and I hope bro can go forward and kind of rebuild this thing. ESPN fired him, which is not a surprise. But yeah, that's where we at, man.
And here we go.
I don't know what kind of vibe you think you got off me, but I don't play that way.